Hello, good evening. I'm Oral Gibbs, and welcome to Oral Gibbs Live, coming to you live here from World Star Studios at Amsterdam Shopping Center. And I'm smiling because tonight I have a big surprise. Well, it's a big surprise. Number one, this lady is Rose Rumnit. This is not a repeat, by the way. All right? This lady was on the #1 show for 2015. I did a show with her and Mr. Gomes, and people could not get enough of you. So I want to thank you for coming back, Mr. Rose Rumnit.
Oh, I don't even know what to say.
But
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Thank you, and I want to wish you all the best for this year. But you brought along a very interesting lady, a lady that I know and many of you know, and it's none other than is Elaine Richardson. How are you doing? And happy New Year to you, to all the best. Yeah.
All is well.
Nice. So good to have both of you here this evening on the program, right? Because I know that Ms. Rumnit always bring along a very interesting person, and this evening we have none other than the lady herself, better known as Mother Goose.
Mother Goose.
Anyway, it's good to have you all here at the program this evening. So I'm going to start first with you, Ms. Rumnit. How are things going? And maybe you can do the introduction.
Well, I would be glad to do so. First of all, before I forget my manners, I would like to wish St. Martiners and everyone in the whole wide world, because I know we are on YouTube now.
Right.
We have improved quite a lot. And I would like to say I wish everyone a healthy and a prosperous New Year, because it is important to share, you know, the information as much as you can with somebody else, because you get blessings. And it is definitely a must that I had to bring Miss Elaine here this evening. And I would like to thank her publicly for coming, because she was just recently diagnosed with cancer. And I already been there, done it, so I know the drill. So I said, let me go and rush to her assistance. And eventually, it boiled down without any long story that she had mercury fillings in her mouth for 50-odd years. And she also had have a gold cap in her mouth. So I told her right away that was the cause. And I started her off, you know, with quick fix, what we call a quick fix. And I had her drink for 10 days a cup of olive oil with a famous lemon juice. And immediately she saw results. Within 2 days, tumor shrinking, things happening, and she was so excited. But I have to let the viewers know she was very constipated, very, very constipated for a long time too. And all of that back up, you know, is what made her get worse. So she was overrun and overtaken with parasites that eventually cause infection, and then infection causes inflammation. And that's what they call cancer. And eventually, once I got her, you know, clearing the colon, within the 10-day, she was kind of like freed up. Then I sent her to the Inner Harmony Wellness Center, that is in Cold Bay, where she went on the skio machine, and there they were able to show her where she had a lot of deficiencies and a lot of infections. Because the machine is a biofeedback machine, it just reads your brain waves, and it tells, actually, it relates to, the signals relates to words on the computer, and then it will show you all the organs that are in trouble. So then eventually, you know, you will work organ by organ, and then along with the cleansing, that kind of help her bounce back very fast.
Okay.
But I will let her explain her experience, you know, because about her this evening, I'm just here as a bystander tonight.
All right. So now, Ms. Richardson, it's good to have you in the program. I'm sorry to hear what you're going through. Before we started the program, you told me all about your problems. But let's start from the beginning, because I think it's important for people to understand. And the thing is that I want to say one thing here this evening. One of the reasons why I'm doing this kind of program is that I realized in 2015 how many people on St. Martin are becoming ill. And this is nothing to do in competing with doctors, their medical professionals, but I think that it's important to share with my audience what people like this lady, Rose Rumnit, is doing to help other people. And that's the reason why we're here tonight again with you.
Yes.
So I want to thank you for coming. And maybe you can tell us, for us, when you learned that you had cancer.
Well, thank you so much, Oral. I didn't got sick that I had to go to the doctor. I was on the porch by my neighbor. We all was having a good time,
Uh-huh.
laughing and old-time talk. And I felt like I was going to get a semi-stroke on the left side of my face. And they got so up, so frightened, they run get pills and all kind of things for me. So it was Friday, so I said, the Monday I will go to my doctor. I did go the Monday to my doctor, and he told me I'll have to go and get a skull scan. I went and I did it, but eventually they couldn't see what was wrong with me. He told me I have to go back and do it. So I went back, and this time they put an infuse in my hand. So the Thursday, the nurse called me, and she told me I have to come in because doctor want to talk to you. So right away, I know something was wrong because he never called me before. So my son went with me, and that morning he told me that I have cancer in my body, but I have a swelling on my right side of my head, and to the left side, 2 smaller cells swelling. I have a very good friend, and I told her my situation. She said, "Child, you don't worry." She said, "You know Rose?" I said, "Yes, I know Rose." She said, "I'm going to bring her number for you, and you're going to call Rose, and Rose going to come to your home." I get to know the 18th of December that I have cancer in my body. I did felt bad in the beginning, but I say I'm going to fight this. I'm not going to stay home crying or nothing. Rose came, and Rose put me on a washout diet with a cup of olive oil and with a whole lemon. So you imagine, and you can't eat this, you can't eat no bread, you can't eat no rice, all the things I used to eat, no meat.
And just around Christmas time, you
Around
want to eat
Christmas
nice
time,
food.
I was going to buy my ham, my pork shoulder. She said, "Leave that pork shoulder right where it is." Is that what giving you all the infection that you have? But what I want to thank her for, I did everything what she told me. And Aurel, if you had seen what come off my stomach, that make me a believer. Thick, 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 white slime. It even one drop down, you have to take a toilet paper and wipe it and get it down. Then the next night, it come up like a silver one. And for the 10 days, I keep bringing up. But the hardest thing was for me to get to go to the toilet. And she started to work on me with that, with different bush. Because no sugar, nothing. I had to get off of everything. And I want to get better. So when I look, my 2 legs would be swollen, big. They went down. All over swell up, gone down. So I see this is working. It's saying that I don't want to go back to the doctor, but I want to cleanse myself first before I go back to any doctor. Because the 4th of this month, I had to be in Caruso for them to do a school, what do you call it again? Not the chemo.
The radio.
The radio
Radiation.
on my head.
That was just yesterday, the
Yes.
4th of January, right?
Yeah, so I decide I'm going to do my own thing and help myself before I go and do any operation or whatever.
So you're gonna, how long you think it will take before you decide you want to go back to the doctor and see where you are?
Well, I have to give it like a little 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
Do my homework first.
Yeah, because not even a month since you discovered it yet.
No, it ain't a month yet.
Yeah. And so how you feel about this, Mr. Rumnit? How you feel?
About her condition?
Yeah.
Well, I know her condition was very grave, you know, it was nothing easy. But once the person is willing to do their part, is for me, that's the winning part, because If the person is not believing or not willing to even try, then it's going to be a battle uphill to convince them, they should help themselves.
Yeah.
But like I've been there and done it, I'm like, yeah, if I was in the grave and they
Yeah.
pulled me back out, well, hell no, this is nothing. She's still looking like somebody that even don't have a cough.
Right.
It's just that she have a little infection in the lung area, and that is what is tickling and
Yeah.
got her coughing.
But
But
if-
other's she don't look sick.
Yeah, she looks, it
She
looks
don't look
good.
like
That's why
somebody
she
has.
walked in.
She has brain tumor. She got breast tumor, and she got tumors all over her legs.
They're going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they done down within
done
2 days.
going-
What?
They
They
done
done down in
gone,
2
they
days.
done
I don't
done
play. That
because-
olive oil don't play.
Wow.
And the paste
Yeah.
that she make
I made
and
a quick paste
Yeah.
for
for
her
me
to
to
use.
put on all the little
All the
bumps,
lumps.
the little lumps we have on my body.
Then
They were
disappearing.
done in 2 days.
They're going.
Wow.
They slowly but surely they're diminishing.
And after she went to the Harmony Clinic, she got the real organic powerhouse stuff. Those things are Premier Lab products, and they're strong. But you have to test before you use them because they're very strong, but they work fast.
But let me ask, because
It's powerful stuff.
you know what I realize now?
But you can help yourself. Before time, they had no doctors. You remember that, old? They didn't have no doctors. In St. Martin, people used to live 99 and 100 and up.
Yeah, but you know.
So something is wrong in this island.
we have our cotton bush.
Uh-huh.
What the other one name?
I'd have
What
all
you bring
kinds.
for me?
Oh, a neighbor, I stole a branch off a neighbor's eucalyptus tree
Tree.
to help cut the slime.
That
It
is
cut
the
slime.
Yeah?
Yes.
And how you do? Make a tea from it?
Yeah, you just
tea.
take a leaf, make tea.
You just make your tea, but you don't put no sugar in
No,
it.
no, no,
You
no.
drink
no
it like
sugar.
what you could
You're
drink.
healing. You're not
You
doing
can
sugar.
drink it warm, or you could just drink it
And how it tastes?
good.
It tastes. It have a nice smell. Eucalyptus has
Yes.
a nice smell. No, but these are simple things. But what I'm trying to say is, being that I would like to stress on this particular point because myself, I'm a pensioner, and she also is. She's a little older than I am. But what I'm trying to say is, as a pensioner, the pension is very tiny, very little money. You really can't live off of that money. And I believe, personally, we all should go back to the traditional ways because that is what saved us in the beginning. It's going to save us in the end.
Pudgeon.
You got to keep the colon clean. Now, because she didn't have finances to go right away to Inner Harmony where she could, detect really what's happening there, I said we're going to go the old-time way. I did it with the olive oil lemon thing back then. You can drink it. Go ahead and tell me after 2-3 days how you feel because I know it works. Because she is not the first and she's not the last person I've helped. There are many before, but it's not everyone likes to come forward and express themselves and the shame. I don't know what the problem is. There's no reason to be
But you
ashamed.
know why? In St. Martin, when the
Nothing to be
person is
ashamed about.
ill,
They hide it.
they hide it because what other people think
Well, I
about
can't
them.
be bothered what they think
Some people
about
like to
me.
laugh at your suffering, and that's wrong.
I come on tonight, Oral, for all people that know me and my friends and people who don't know me, that they must take care of themselves and how we eating.
Poor
We
Ola.
eating the wrong food. We want to eat a set of meat, they set a barbecue. All of these kind of things will gain us all of these sickness in our body. I realize that
Yeah.
the amount of Coca-Cola, the amount of whatever they're drinking,
And the coffee.
and the coffee. That was my
Those-
that was my thing. She
Yeah.
killed me with that.
And Coca-Cola, that was my bad habit.
The caffeine. That caffeine destroys you. It destroys your hormones.
Oh, okay.
Destroys
And
your
we have to try to really do a lot of the fruits to make juice and start buying those things in the shop.
So if I'm hearing you all correctly, is that diet is like 80% of being healthy?
The
Yes,
cleansing,
the
not per se the
cleansing.
diet, is
To
the,
help your
it is
cleansing.
really the backup waste.
That you got to get rid of.
That waste,
Yeah.
what gives you the weight, and that is the waste that harbor the parasites, because everything you eat carry a certain level of parasites, bacteria. Every food you eat
Yeah.
has it. So now imagine like an old car. I always bring back this talk about the old car because human beings do not understand how the body works. They don't. They have no clue. I had to get cancer, all types of other issues before I learned how my body works. Although I've been to Holland studying nursing, I didn't learn nothing in nursing school. It's when I got sick, I know how the body really works. And it works just like an old car. You have to get rid. The first thing a mechanic does when you take your car to the Garage is for service. What he do, he goes right under the car, he releases the nut out of the tank where the oil is holed up, and he lets out the old rotten oil, the old black oil. You know, a car don't lubricate anymore after 3 months, the oil is dead. And then you got to change the spark plugs, the filters. But your organs in your body work the same way. So when you have a total backup, which what they call constipation, it really actually is just like the old car backup. So imagine you are totally backed up and you're still trying to force food down, but it's not leaving your body. So that backup causes acid reflux, it causes backup waste, then you get bacteria hatching, multiplying. The meat that we eat have a lot of parasites and they're hatching eggs and they're spreading. So first it's your liver where all the foods and what you drink and so it's filtered. And then it goes down to your gallbladder, then it goes down. So imagine all your organs are backed up. So they are not filtering anymore. So if they're not filtering anymore, automatically your thyroid shuts down because the thyroid actually works like the distributor in your car. The distributor has these black leads going into the engine, and at the end of the lead, there's a spark plug, which gives the spark in the engine. So the leads actually are your nerve. Your body has, on each side, 5 nerves. And the nerves will feed your organs. So the energy is no longer there because there is nothing that the body is producing like energy. So you start to get weak, you slow down, and then the bacteria attack the dying cell, and that's what they call cancer.
So let me ask, so then, Ms. Richardson, you was constipated for a long time?
Yes. You know, you think you're going to the toilet, but what's a lot supposed to come out, only a little piece coming out. But then it got you kind of full. Because you want to ease yourself, but you're not easing yourself the way it should be.
Oh.
So you feel like, and then when you eat, you get like a,
Yeah.
like a thing here in your stomach because the food is not digesting.
Oh.
That's the problem. And then everything comes up.
Different things, you feel that your body ain't the way it's supposed to be, but you think it's normal, but it's not normal.
And then you can't sleep at night. So the body now is lacking all the nutrition is gone. And I learned from long years ago that absorption takes place in your intestines. And your intestine functions as a garbage tank.
Yes.
But in there is also where the white blood cells and the red blood cells are born, and also in your lymphatic glands. The lymphatic glands are the lymph nodes under your arms, and in your groin, and in your neck. So they are all filters. So what really happened is a matter of backup, waste, parasites hatching, then they start to infect any organ that is weak. They go there first. That's why people don't get cancer in the same place, identical place. When they say genetic, it only means that maybe in generations come down the line, somebody had something similar. But that don't mean you have to get it there. It is just the parasites infecting the area, and that infection leads to inflammation because now your body is boiling hot on the inside. Cancer just means your radiator is overheating. So if the pump go bad, the radiator overheat.
I understand that inflammation is really, really bad.
Yeah.
for the
Yes.
body.
That's why
terrible.
operation, first thing I told her, don't let them cut you. The minute you cut with this type of infection and inflammation in your
spread.
body, it spreads immediately to your body. You're
Really?
dead. You're dead in a week. So it's a decision you have to take. But what I realized with a lot of St. Martiners, they kind of like drifted away from the cleansing part. And it has to do with keeping the colon
Yeah.
clean.
You have to
That's the
really
secret.
make up your mind to do the cleansing.
Yeah.
That ain't easy.
No, but
And
that's a
then
quick fix.
also-
There's
yeah.
another way you can go about it, but
No,
it's a quick fix.
also is the other good one too, the steaming.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, the Back to Eden
old-
book, you will
old
find
time,
all these
old
old time
time.
things. They're in the
Oh.
Back to Eden book.
You go to the in your bathroom.
Yeah.
You get a pot hot with water. You put a camphor in it,
You steam over the pot with a
and
blanket.
you bring it
cover
back. You
yeah.
cover the blanket, and
Okay.
Make
Whole
it
time
as you
steam
want.
inhalation.
I saw on Dr. Usher the other day.
yes,
What it
and-
does, it open up
it
the
open up
pores and
all
let
the-
the inflammation out.
and that's why it
Helps
helps.
the inflammation go down and the swelling go down.
Really?
It pulls it out. But it is little old-time therapies. But because of her
Yeah.
condition she was in, and not having the funds to really, go and get fancy stuff, I kind of had to like encourage her to go the old way, because that is, for me, the quickest way.
From what I understand and what I know growing up, it's like if you got cancer, that was it. You're gone. You're dead.
What is correct? That is a correct statement.
But-
But basically, it's just a matter of understanding how the body works, like I said. And then first thing you got to do is find the cause. What is the cause? In her case, is the metal filling, because she was also told that she's diabetic.
Yes.
But in the information that I brought you, a lot of information I brought you earlier this evening, when you get some time you read, you will learn that once you identify the cause, which is in her case the mercury filling in the gold that is seeping into her
Then you
blood,
can start
it is
the work.
That's what gave
toxic
me the-
waste and is poisoning in her. And I learned also over the years that the toxic waste from the mercury filling goes into your breast, makes breast cancer. It goes into, by a man, into the prostate, gives him prostate cancer. But it can also give you a heart attack. It can also give you a stroke. It can give you many other diseases. So the old fillings that they were using was not a wise thing to do, but we didn't know better, and the science wasn't like now. Now they have modern science where you can put ivory in your mouth, which is much better, and you don't get sick. So you get a cause, you find out what is the cause, then you have to get the cleansing going, then you have to detoxify the body, and then you have to rebuild with vitamins.
But let me ask, Ms. Richardson, the fillings that you had, were they removed?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I have to go and get them removed. This one here is over 50 years.
Wow.
I did that in Aruba, and that's a goal. And then it had a dentist used to be by the old clinic
In town?
in town.
Backstreet there?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know that's donkey years ago.
That's a long time, the 60s.
I went and I fixed my mouth, but he gave me a lot of these black film, like.
Yeah.
So not knowing you think this correct.
And you still have those also
I have
from
them, I
that
got to
time?
get them out. But what happened, they gave me something from by
The clinic?
the
in
clinic,
Harlem,
from the clinic, something that I can use for the time being.
to
Until,
slow down the process,
yes.
along with the cleansing.
Oh.
So then that will give us some room while the body trying to heal itself. She will gradually have filling by filling removed.
Remove.
Because it's not a cheap
Yeah.
business either. But eventually she will get there. But it is just to slow the process down, and you keep your system clean, and you give your body nutrition. And that's what Inner Harmony does. They give you, they just give organic stuff, which is every organ gets a particular vitamin and mineral, and it will
But I gotta
heal the
ask
body.
I gotta ask this because people watching this program
Yes.
tonight, thousands of people watching, they're saying, well, Ms. Richardson is here and she's speaking with Ms. Rose Rumnit, who is not a medical doctor. A medical doctor told you you had cancer, but you chose to go to this lady.
Yes.
They want to know, well, what's going on?
Well, why I choose to go by her, because I feel in life you should get help and cleansing or whatever going on. Don't just jump, go cut. Treatment. I looking for treatment.
Before the
Yes.
series?
If I have to go afterward differently, but I was looking for a treatment. But then the doctor tell me, no, you can't stay here. You got to go to Santo Domingo, Curacao, Colombia. I tell him I don't want to go nowhere. He asked me if I come to fight him. I tell him, no, I come to fight you. I say, but doc, you can't give me a treatment. He said, we don't do that.
So that's why you got to this
I went
lady.
to, my friend sent me to Rose.
Okay. I just wanted to, and then you said earlier, I just wanted to have you repeat it to
And
be
I
very
started
clear.
this cleansing the 23rd of December.
2015.
Yes,
And that, so and
Just
today is the
2
5th
days
of January.
just before Christmas.
Uh-huh.
So when you're eating your turkey and you're eating all kind of thing, I was trying to make myself lighter.
Yeah. I know. Over Christmas, I went to the scale. I said, "Why put on like 4 pounds, man?"
You see, I ain't touch none of that
You-
because they told it's not good for the cancer.
So you didn't eat. So didn't eat any cake and
no,
nothing like that.
nothing.
All that nice cake, everything you gave up for Christmas.
Nothing. I have to because
Right.
I want to cleanse myself
Yeah.
and let people know what we can do for ourselves.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
That way you have to show that you can do things to help yourself.
And how you feel now?
I feel good. Oral, I feel good. They ask me if I got headache, if I got pain. No. I don't have none of that. Because if I didn't go to the doctor and tell him how I feel,
Yeah.
like I getting a stroke, I would have might drop down or you hear the bury me because I know nothing about my head. Because I wasn't feeling, because it says sometimes sickness is like a secret.
Yeah, but you know, it's amazing because I'm sure now this Rumnit got you on a special diet. What you had for breakfast this morning?
Olive oil and lemon juice.
The first thing I take is the olive oil, a quarter of a lemon, and a hot water.
Why lemon, not lime? Is there a difference?
The
The lemon has the vitamins and the minerals in the skin.
In the skin.
The lime is
So you
acidic.
throw it, you leave
Oh,
it in
that's
the...
it.
The lemon is not acidic.
So the yellow one is the one you got to use?
Yes, you have to use that. You can,
I tend to believe in more in the unconventional way sometimes, but I still feel that doctors have a major role to play
Oh, we
in
need
our
them.
lives.
We
You know,
need
so
them, yes.
sometimes I see people will go and they will just take a tree and boil it and say, well, then I'm not going to the doctor. I don't do that. I think it's important that we balance both of them.
you have
know?
to balance both. You
Yeah.
do have to. Because eventually, when I going back to my doctor.
Yeah.
So when I go back and I test, they will see a different.
And you know, the thing is too, when you look at someone today, you know, and some people say, well, you know, being diabetic is
From 99.
in the family, most families have
But
it.
everything can heal.
Yeah, right.
But diabetic, I think I have explained it once before. Diabetes is just a matter that the pancreas is not getting enough energy, not enough hormones, which is your current. So it pumps very slow.
Low.
So then it does not pump out the insulin on time. So then that backup of insulin, when they do a test in the urine, they tell you, oh, you're diabetic. But that doesn't mean that it can't fix. Everything can fix.
But there's
It's
so many
lacking vitamins and minerals to keep it pumping at a
But
particular
there's so many
tempo.
people in Samara now that are
Because
diabetic.
of the foods they are eating, number one, and 99% of the people that come at the Inner Harmony Clinic, we test them, saying they're diabetic. They are not diabetic.
Really?
It's the mercury filling
In their mouth.
Yeah.
is what causes them to be sick
Wow.
and giving them pressure and stuff. So it is to show you that once they go and they get tested and they get the particular vitamin for the pancreas
Yeah.
or whatever it may be that the body requires,
Say that.
it's a deficiency in nutrition. That's all it is. All of these diseases is a name. And once the people in St. Martin learn, I mean, I'm ashamed of the Caribbean people because, of course, we were brought up in this thing and we have drifted so far away that we don't even believe in ourselves anymore.
Yeah.
And that is why we are dying.
Thing is that when you look at St. Martin today and you see where we are, if you go to a doctor's clinic, you see so many people there, and most of the people you see are our own people.
Yes.
You tend to ask yourself, what's really going wrong with us? Is it really that we're not eating right, or we're working too much, or I don't know.
Well, it's basically both. We are all overloaded with stress, and on top of that, we are deadly eating wrong. That's for the same reason why I'm pushing agriculture. Both governments on Dutch and French side were not too pleased about the idea, but I had cancer, and I learned from the scientist Santiago that I brought here that if we don't change our eating habits, we
Yes.
all will die.
But I got to congratulate you on your recognition by the French
Oh,
government.
thank you very much.
I think it shows that you're really dedicated and you're passionate
I
about
don't
what you're
have a
doing.
choice, do I?
Let me take a call here, of course. All right. Oral Gibbes live on call. Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
good evening.
Good evening.
I am one that also has fillings from that clinic on the back street when I was younger. Now I'm in my early 50s. I have changed some of the fillings already to the white ones. Do you think, I don't don't have any cancer, do you think it's wise to take the rest of them out?
She said, Ms.
They
Richardson is
just for
saying
the
yes.
white filling?
Yes, you do that. Don't keep them no longer in your mouth.
Okay.
And may I add something?
Yeah.
You have to be very careful with what filling they are putting back in, because most of the white filling is amalgam, and amalgam is a poison. Just 3 Christmases ago, they flew me out on a jet with a doctor to Guadeloupe because I was getting a heart attack because the filling was leaking. So I had the whole tooth removed after I came back home. But it's a dangerous thing. You have to ask the dentist to give you ivory filling. And the Social Security French side and the AZV on the AZV on the Dutch side does not cover for ivory filling.
Expensive?
It is expensive. They're giving you the mercury and the amalgam, but that is what's killing you. That's why everybody's sick in this place. Now I know the dentist will be hunting me down, but basically it's not a wise thing. Make sure that they give you the white ivory filling, not amalgam nor mercury.
You can hear the caller?
Yes.
You have to
okay,
check.
thank you very much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I brought an article on it for you also.
So you went to Guadeloupe and
They flew me out. I was dying with a heart attack from the filling.
yeah.
I just had it 2 years in my mouth, the amalgam, the so-called white filling. And they flew me to Guadeloupe.
Oh.
And when I got there, the doctor said they don't see nothing, they can't find nothing. They thought that I had clogged arteries. But the amount of olive oil and lemon I was drinking, I couldn't have clogged arteries. And they didn't find it. And what was scary, in Guadeloupe, the doctor, a specialist, he had me in this operation room, and it had a huge TV on the wall. Huge. I never see a TV screen so big. And he had a long wire, thin wire with a point on it. And they make you fill a paper and tell you if the doctor hand slip, you're on your own. So if you die of natural causes. And he didn't find anything. The only thing I saw in my heart was clean and pretty. But I came back home, and then I went to Brazil, and he showed me that it was a filling that was leaking in my blood.
Oh, okay. Let's take a call for you. Oral Gibbs live, you're on caller. Hello?
Yes, good evening, Oral.
Good evening, sir. Same to you, thank you, sir.
That's a question. Could I get your number? Because the topic that you are just speaking about, I have kind of the same problem, and I'd like to get in contact with you. So if you now and then you could give your number, I appreciate it. Thank you, and continue the good work.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah, my number is 526-5338. 526-5338.
Okay. A lot of people are interested now because people, and it's not just people think it's old people, it's young people too.
Young people too, because they
Dying
want to
fast.
live longer.
Dying fast. So it's the food, is the food. We are eating wrong. We are Burger King in. I'm not against Burger King. I just go and take the salad.
Yeah.
And I will take the fish sandwich.
Yeah.
But I don't eat the
chicken and all
food
of
no more because it's pure poison. All that chicken is cholesterol, the hormones they inject in the animals. The chicken is just as bad.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I will give them the lineup. They can write it up. The pork registers minus 38.5 pH, which means it's a very acidic food. Besides the pork is acidic, it's full of parasites. Then you have the beef, it registers minus 28.5 pH, acidic food, full of parasites. You have now the chicken, minus 18 pH, also acidic food. Then you have the coffee, minus 25.1, is acidic. It makes your blood very acidic. Besides that, it destroys your hormones, which is your current, your energy. And it's not good for women. It also harbors the parasites to hang around, and it also makes you very sick. And then the black tea, the famous Lipton black
Not
tea,
good, right?
minus 27.5 pH, acidic. So therefore, you stop using these things on a regular basis. You cut back as much as you can, and you keep your system clean. Everybody know the drill by now. You got to purge every 3 months, 10 days, clean your colon, and then you go and you get yourself checked. That was my wish for everybody this new year. Go by Inner Harmony. For $100, you can't go wrong. You spend more than that on your car, on your shoes, and your clothes, but check your inside. It don't cost you no money to get a checkup. Go get a checkup, and then you know what's going on. You work on it.
You know what I heard a doctor say the other day? He said that people have a car, and they look for the best fuel to put in the car.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't look for the best food to put in their
No.
body. You know?
Yes, because when you tell them, oh, it's expensive, that this, that.
They come at the clinic sometimes, they will say, oh, it's expensive. Expensive? I spent $100,000 when I didn't know better to be alive today. That's why I can share my experience with everybody else. I used to do construction, you know that road.
Yeah, right.
I used to do construction, and all the money gone. That's why I'm walking the road today. But I had to make a choice, build a pretty house, go in the burial ground and lie down and have somebody else living in it, or fix my health.
Right.
And I'm still working on my health because it's maintenance. And that is one of the points I want to stress on this evening. I've been training also Ms. Richardson already. She just got diagnosed. That's why I brought her here tonight, to let people see. I didn't bring this time somebody who already been there and done it. I bring somebody new, fresh. She just knew like 2 weeks ago that she has cancer. And she's already getting results by just changing her lifestyle. She just changed. She just stopped the meat. And the tumors are disappearing.
And
it's not me. I don't do miracles.
Depends on
Yeah,
you
it's what you
yourself,
eat.
Oral.
Yeah, you have to maintain.
If you really want to get better, you have to follow what they're telling you to do.
And I didn't reinvent the wheel.
They tell me about 6 months, then I'll be able to eat this and eat that, but still I have to be careful.
Yeah, the body takes time to heal. Because all you're doing actually is helping the body rebuild itself. You're giving it the right nutrients. Nutrients is the fruits and vegetables, but because the foods that are imported don't carry that amount of nutrients, is why you do supplements.
All right. Oral Gibbes Live, you on caller. Hello?
Hi, this is Mr. Oral Gibbes.
Yes, you're on the air live caller. Go right ahead.
Good night.
Good night.
Compliment to the season. Happy New Year.
Same to you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, this is a lady who have a stroke for 3 years, going 4 years. Who's calling in?
Okay, thank you. You have the
So
TV?
I know Miss Rose. She know my daughter. She was at my home years ago. She know my daughter, Natalie Rowan. She was at my home years ago, with Natalie. I am calling concerning what she talking about the filling in the teeth. But,
Can you turn your TV off, please? You're getting confused because your TV is on. So you have to turn.
TV on. Sorry
you have to turn the TV off. So you're gonna get.
Give me a little second or two.
Yeah, okay, we wait for you, no problem. It's very important that when you call that you turn the TV off because you'll start to hear yourself speaking a few seconds later, then you get confused, and that's the reason why we ask.
Yes, Mr. Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Go right ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. I was saying that Miss Rose was at my home years ago, concerning with my daughter Natalie. She was trying to fix up some papers for her to go Holland, but then she did change it. She didn't know why we go Holland again. So I guess she would know who is speaking. I am Joyce Rowan, Millery John.
Hello? Oh, we lost her. Yeah.
No, but it's just a question of people learning. You have to maintain your body like the car.
Yes.
I would like to make one special request this evening. Folks, very simple. First of all, you go down by Inner Harmony to see what's going on. The machine will show you where your deficiencies are. Because you're eating wrong, there's no minerals and vitamins in the food anymore. And your blood circulates because it's lacking vitamins and minerals. And when it don't get enough, it stagnates. You get stagnant blood, and then you get bad circulation. The bad circulation makes the heart pump extra hard. Then the heart starts to swell because it has to force the dirty blood through your thin veins, which gives you all kind of aches and pains. And then the blood stagnates in the colon, it stagnates in your head, and then you get problems. So if you go and you find out where your nutrition is lacking, it's lacking minerals is why it's slowing down. Then because it's slowing down now, the food has a lot of toxic waste, the environment that you're living in or where you work, you're smelling, inhaling, you're eating wrong, poisonous food, and you name it, it creates infections in the body. So eventually, just like the car, every 3 months you take your car to the garage. So I will say you go, you get one checkup. After 3 months, you go back again to check how you're doing. You don't need to go back on the machine, you only go once. And after you go on the machine and you see this organ is lacking a little vitamin and mineral there, you build it back up, but you got to work on the cleanup. And to get real satisfaction, you got to do the work. You got to change your lifestyle, change your eating habits, cut back on the meat, purge more, which is 3 months, 10 days, build back up with your vitamins and minerals, and there's where the maintenance come in. Maintenance means you got to give the organs what it needs. The digestion is your stomach area, liver, gallbladder go down, is blocked because your colon is blocked. So we are eating a lot of cooked foods, and the cooked foods carry so much of bacteria, and it stays in the system, it don't go down. I would like to ask, while I'm at it, there's a lady from St. Eustatius, and she has been diagnosed some type of tumor, and they told her it was on the liver. But I would like to bring her to the TV station soon as she can come over, because that was another fascinating story. The lady was totally constipated, and she developed a tumor in her liver. They sent her to Colombia like 4 times, and she came back. They tell her they can't help her anymore because of the area where it's located. And I put her on the same diet, Elaine, olive oil and lemon. After the 4th day, she got the colon cleared. She called me back after the 10th day, tell me the tumor is gone. So that's to show you, I don't have to be a doctor. I'm just speaking traditional methods that our elders and foreelders did before us.
Yeah.
And she was coming at the clinic, but then she stopped off, and she continued eating all the goat they had in Statia. Statia, they like a lot of
Yeah,
goat.
goat meat, yeah.
And she was really in a bad shape.
So then,
So she's okay. She's coming back over to check and see how she's doing.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, mind you, though. People don't get me wrong. I am Rose Rumnit, president of the Natural Health Club Foundation, and my task that God saved me for is to educate you, the people who are willing to take heed on how they're going to better themselves. I am not here to bash anyone. It's just you, the person, have to take note of how you want to end your life.
It's true.
Because you have a choice. My brother didn't listen to me either. He died 3 years now. My brother, the police.
No,
Because he wanted to drink
Yeah,
rum and
no.
smoke cigarette. I told him to stop, but he wouldn't listen. And when they took out the tumors on his vocal cord, he decided he wanted to die right away. So he was like on a suicide mission. But I declared I don't want to go. I have things to do.
yeah.
right.
Save some others.
Yeah. That takes a call. Oral Gibbes Live, you want to call her. Hello? You
Yes,
want
good evening.
Good evening.
I would like to find out where does she get her lemons from, because the most lemons she gets from the supermarket.
Go ahead.
The supermarket.
What your question is about the lemon?
Where we get it
I
from?
would like to know where she gets her lemons from, because I believe the lemons that she gets in the supermarket are mostly sprayed.
Mostly what?
Sprayed.
Spray. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for calling, man.
Well, we are living on an island, a rock. First of all, we don't produce no food of our own. Secondly, we are dependent on what is coming in. So I use the lemon from the supermarket, any supermarket.
And it's still
But,
working.
but it works. It works for a long time.
Oh, okay. Let me take another call for you. So I can see her concern where these lemons
Yes.
are grown
It's
on.
better something than nothing.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a choice. We don't live in a country where we grow lemon. Lemons don't grow here.
Yeah. Okay. Oral Gibbes Live, you want to call her. Hello?
Yes?
Yes, caller. Go. You're on air live. Go right ahead.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
Good night, Oral.
Good night.
to the two guests they have there.
Good night, Mr. Rumo.
First thing, I'd like to wish you all the season good.
Same to you. Thank you, sir.
Both to you and the guest.
Thank you.
I'd like to speak to Ms. Rose.
She's right here.
Ms. Rose, let me ask you a question. You know who is speaking anyway?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Tell me something. When you have saltpeter,
Yes?
you have gold between the
The dentures, yeah.
and what you call it, harassing your mouth.
Yeah, take it out.
Cramp you like your mouth getting cramped. What that is from?
That is just telling you that the toxins are already seeping into your blood, sir. You got to get that gold thing removed, even though it's a plate. You have to take it out, otherwise it's going to destroy you in the end.
Okay?
They will put something else, but you have to take out that gold out of the plate. Yes.
I gotta get it going out, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Rumo. Thanks for calling, eh?
Now, wait 1 second, please. 1 second.
Okay.
The next thing is, when your 2 feet is swelling and hurt and painful, what that's from?
That means that your lymphatic glands are blocked, which means your filters are already blocked, so which means you're already in danger. It's a sign that the system is shutting down. You gotta you got to start removing those things out of your mouth fast. But what you should do is come to the clinic and check, see how far you is. Then you'll know how speed up. You know, maybe I might have to put you on olive oil like my girlfriend here.
Okay, Mr. Rumo. Okay, I gotta go. I have to take another caller who waiting there too. Okay, thanks for calling, Mr. Rumo. All the best. All right. I want the number for Mr. Rumnit, so again, maybe if you
No
want.
problem, it's all pleasure. It's 526-5338. 526-5338.
All right. So there it is. Yeah. You know, the thing is, I appreciate that you again brought someone in like Richardson. A lot of us
No, it's
know.
important
you know?
because people are. You know why I believe in inner harmony, is because 3 years ago I was introduced to this machine, and I thought I was so fascinated about the machine because it told me I don't have cancer anymore. I was like, wow, I'm
And the
alive.
mixture was correct.
Yeah, because you know you're doubting, you're wondering, you know you're doing your own thing traditionally, but that don't mean you're a doctor and you don't
Right,
take no
right.
scans and stuff. You don't know, and I was very pleased with that. So I'm very happy to share the word. I mean, it's not about that I'm getting a cut or anything. It's just to know that there is hope. Inner harmony gives you hope. When everybody give up on you, you know, hey, let me go check still and see.
Yeah.
That's why it's important.
Let me take
It's
a
not
call.
about the money.
Let me take a call for you. Or, callers, please. When you call, please stay on the
on the
line.
line.
Just take a few minutes, a few seconds. All right. You know, the thing is that it's difficult to change bad habit overnight.
Yes.
But when you're confronted with death,
It should.
no,
You're
you
right.
don't
No,
have to take it,
right?
Elaine.
No, I won't be here, so I can come back talk with Oral.
Okay. I'll take the call for you. Oral Gibbes Live, your caller. Hello. Yeah, caller. Good evening. Yeah.
Good evening, Auntie.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you, thank you.
Israel?
Pardon? Yes, all.
Israel?
Yes, all is well with me. And you?
I
About the
would
wife.
just like to ask Ms. Rumnit where this clinic is situated.
Where the
Oh, it's in Simpson Bay in the Plaza Puerto del Sol building, right across from Topper's Restaurant, next to the boathouse. First floor, Inner Harmony Wellness Center. You can just walk in. They open from 10 until 6. You can just walk in and ask questions, and if you would like, make an appointment. But I will wish everybody will do that because that will take us out of
Also
fun.
to Mother Goose.
Yeah.
This is her all the best.
You're gonna
Hello, how are you?
Good, Mother Goose. Really, I tell you extra.
Oh, how are you, honey? Happy New Year. Mother Goose is right here, man.
and then, you listen to yourself. You can't listen to yourself. Okay, thank you, caller. All the best. All right. Yeah. So
She works her daily extra.
yeah. So now that you're feeling a lot better,
Oh, plenty.
and it's just
The
what.
heaviness that I had before is not there. I'm a bit lighter. Maybe the olive oil hit me
Yeah.
some boops.
and it's only 2 weeks since you.
Yes,
so-
because I did it constantly.
Yeah.
I didn't do it today and don't do it tomorrow.
So
didn't
you're happy. You're happy you called this lady here.
I am happy.
Let me take some calls for you quick. Hold on, please. Oral Gibbes Live, your caller. Hello.
Hi, good evening, Aura.
Good evening.
Happy New Year to you, Elaine, and Miss Rose.
Happy New Year to you too. All the best.
All the best to you. I
Right.
would like to ask her if the turmeric is good to use.
Turmeric, is that good to use?
Turmeric is good to use, but if you're sensitive to high blood pressure, like me, I can't use it because it sends my blood pressure up. You gotta be very careful. It's not everybody can use certain things. And you gotta be cautious using products anyway. Doesn't matter where they're from, because everybody's system don't work the same. And you have to be careful using anything. And most people, I realize they make a mistake. Somebody come and tell them, this is good, they use only that. Your body need vitamin A, B, C, D, E, calcium, magnesium. Occasionally some zinc. So if
Okay,
you
nice.
don't use different things,
sorry.
you know, you will get sick because you're putting the body into an imbalanced situation.
Oh, okay. Let me take a quick call again. Almost last call. Okay, we sorry all the time. Sorry about that, the last call, because of my hand that touched the button. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I would like to say that now that Ms. Richardson has already visited the clinic, she got some products. to kill infections and clean up the system. Then they're gonna, when she goes back after a month to see how she's doing, because her condition was critical is why I make her drink all that amount of olive oil. It's not something you do every day.
Yeah.
But it's also good in the back to eat book. It tells you it's good for getting rid of kidney stones and also gallstones. Because all is back up. But eventually then I will recommend her to do a foot bath, because the foot bath, there's a machine that, you know, eliminates the toxins through your feet in the water. It pulls out the toxins from the organs individually. And then that helps you also bring back up your energy level faster. And then, of course, I would recommend her to go to the beach, go walk every morning early as she can in the wet sand. Because the wet sand is where you collect energy through your feet. Because your feet and hands are your nerve endings.
Yeah.
So everything that you use goes down.
I heard the doctor say that even if you're walking and you're out bare feet, it's good.
Yes, because the earth as a magnet, it pulls the energy up. So your body recharges through your feet. It's like charging the battery.
Now I see why Emil don't wear shoes.
Yes, every boy.
Yes. So you see, it's simple things, you know. It's just that we drifted away too far from reality, and therefore we need to catch ourselves. And I would like to wish all of the St. Martiners, everybody abroad as well, a very healthy New Year. And on behalf of Dr. Peter Amato and Inner Harmony Wellness Center, I'm so happy that he brought this technique here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sitting here.
But we got a
this
few
evening.
seconds.
Yeah.
But
Elaine, say something.
say something.
Thank you, Oral, for having us here tonight.
You're welcome.
And I hope the listeners understand what I'm saying. It's nothing that I'm against a doctor or whatever, but I need time to digest what they really told me is wrong with me. So that's why I really went to Rose. So I believe in cleansing, a lot of cleansing, because I know it I come from old school. And if nobody don't know, I am 74 years old.
You look
74
you look good
years
for 74.
young.
You look good.
And I'll be 65 on the 4th of February.
And I want to live a little longer so I can have some time with my grandchildren.
All right. So I want to thank you for coming. I want to wish you much
Thank you for having us
success.
here.
And I hope that to hear good news from you down the road. And also thanks you, Ms.
With
Rumnit,
all pleasure. With all
for
pleasure.
your passion in trying to help
It's true.
others who are ill.
I know Jesus in the Bible came in Jerusalem on a donkey. He didn't come in a Lexus with a diamond ring, and they crucified him. So I can take the blows.
All right. Again, thanks for coming, both of you. All right. All the best.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Oral.
Thank
Thank you so much.
All right. And that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Until then, good night. Take care. Bye.